so ready.
Another episode of the Cinestro Core. It's your boy Blacksby, aka Percy Blackson, and today I have with me King Sauce. Graham made his return, baby. We got Percy Jackson, a bitch. We got the Lightning Queef, and we got Suicide Squad, Kill the Franchise. Dramatic turnaround. Yeah. We are so amped up to discuss Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Percy Jackson.
Amped is not the correct adjective to use.
Contractually obligated to do so. Let's be realistic here.
Shit all over
We're discussing Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, Percy Jackson the Olympians, and much more. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Starting at the top, bro, we got Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
Dog shit. Next,
lazy. Say what you gotta say. Preach, brother, preach.
To those of you who are the weakest link of the human gene pool and spent $70 on this game, I have one thing to say to you. Yes. Both the answer to yes, that was a bad idea, and yes, your parents are disappointed in you. This is a terrible fucking game. This is genuinely a bad game. This is like if I were to surmise
Easy. No.
What?
You froze, bro. You froze.
I froze.
Immediately.
Yeah, you froze.
You said yes. I.
Okay, to paraphrase what I said earlier, yes, on two fronts. Yes, your parents are disappointed in you, and yes, you made a bad decision by purchasing this. This is a terrible fucking game. I cannot stress enough. I have never in my life just skipped purchasing a game entirely and decided, you know what? I'm going to watch the cutscenes on YouTube. And I did. And that was painful. So I thought maybe if I intersperse this with the gameplay, if I watch a full playthrough, which the game's like a brisk 9 hours for the main campaign. So
goddamn.
Decent jog, right? But I watched a whole playthrough of it. And oh my god, as a person who used to play fucking Overwatch, that is the most repetitive gameplay I've ever fucking seen. How to generate more excitement. The movement looks nauseating. It does not look like they put much aspects into like the fucking character's movement because they're like, we gave each character its own unique movement. Basically meaning they reskinned the same type of movement capabilities, right? To harp on a point that a lot of people have where they're like, oh, well, you know, it's not an Arkham game, so they couldn't do the same type of movement. Okay, let me put this into perspective. When you play the Arkham games, right, there is a point where you play as 3 different characters. Nightwing, fucking Selina Kyle, and Batman. And all 3 of them have varied movements. Nightwing has acrobatics, which is similar to Selina's, but you can only grapple on a certain ledges. Selina has to hit certain pinpoints, so she claws up the building. Moves in a different way, fundamentally, to Batman. And Batman's got the grapple and the glider zip-zapping around. Very keen differences. Every fucking person in this moves the same. They will lie to you and say, oh, we gave Deadshot a jetpack and Harley Quinn has a grapple, so technically it's different. No, it is the same goddamn cooldown mechanic. You just hold X and then you wait 3 more seconds and then you press X again and you jump. It's the same shit with a different goddamn title. First grievance. Second grievance.
The first grievance? Motherfuckers been cooking for 5 minutes. Dude, grievance 1.
I've been about this game for 48 hours. To put this into perspective, right? Overwatch 2 is a game that has been neglected by the developers, right? It is a game that is essentially an abused child that has been shoved in a basement, beaten, and fed nothing but single grains of oatmeal a day. Now, because of that, people review bombed the game. They put on Steam all of these low ratings, and they made it the lowest rated game on Steam. This was an intentional, direct campaign, and it was sitting at a brisk like 30%.
It's at 23
but this is
right
a
now,
game,
right?
Yeah. This, but
I'm so
this,
proud,
no, actually, it's not. It's not. It's still around 30. It's still around 30. This is the fun part, though. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League released 24 hours ago, and its first day, I checked the reviews, 23%.
That's so funny. Easy. To be fair, to play devil's advocate, could people not be like, well, you haven't really played the game, So can you really? Maybe they're like, maybe the gameplay is fun. Maybe it feels a lot more fluid when you have the controller in your hand or whatever.
Something you want to know what I say to those people? You know what I say to those people? Those are the same motherfuckers that would see someone get shot in the face and be like, "Yeah, that doesn't look that bad." I saw that. I know it looks painful because that motherfucker doesn't look like he's having fun. That's not fun. No part of that game looks fun. Every single boss fight is you pull up and shoot a man. That is it. That is
American experience.
I genuinely watched every single fucking... I watched like 30 different YouTubers play this. My watch history, my whole algorithm is fucked because it's just this game now. And I hate it because I want to erase it from my goddamn memory. Every boss fight is shoot the guy. And they made this whole fucking big deal like, we made it to where you have the signature weapons of every single member. Let me show you something, all right? These signature weapons are only for 2 characters, right? Harley Quinn has her hammer and her bat. That's a pretty signature weapon. I'll give you that. Mm-hmm. Boomerang is a fucking boomerang. Makes sense. You know what the signature weapon is, though, for the overall squad? Gun.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
American. Somebody please get this
man a gun.
3 homeless people and a fucking shark man killed the most powerful super team in all of the fucking world with the Second Amendment. If that is not...
brother. Yeah, brother. America, brother.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
That's the main thing I wanted to talk about. That's my main grievance. That's my main grievance. Yo, because what you just said is bar for bar what I'm sure WB Games said when they got to Rocksteady. Holy fuck. For those of you who don't know, right, Kevin Conroy is the pivotal voice of Batman. From the 1994 animated series all the way to fucking forever.
He is.
Until last year.
Everything involving Batman and the Joker, the duo is him and Mark Hamill as the Joker. It is pivotal. He is so pivotal to the character of Batman that Mark Hamill has said he will not voice any projects with the Joker unless in some way Kevin Conroy is involved. Right?
He's allergic to bread. Boo! Loser. Couldn't be me, bro.
Guess what? Here's what. Here's why I find this disrespectful, right? Rocksteady was a studio that made one game before. I think it was a puzzle game or some shit. Point is, no one had ever fucking heard of it. And then WB came to them and said, we want you to make a superhero game. No one had ever tried to make a good Batman game before. They had tried, but they just made a Batman game. They didn't make a good Batman game. And they made what to a lot of people is the definitive version of Batman, with who as the voice actor, none other than the legendary Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill backing him as the Joker. They weaved this entire narrative. It was beautiful. They had a journey of the Batman. They even incorporated Arkham Origins, which didn't have Kevin Conroy as the voice, but it still had the character traits. Yeah, it still had the character traits of that same Batman. You could still get the sense that this is an arc of a character. You saw him go through the journey of just a normal, fresh off the boat Batman learning how to be a hero, to an established character, to dealing with true tragedy, to a defeated Batman who is prepped for everything and more brutal than ever, and at the end of his rope, he enacts the Nightfall Protocol and fakes his own death because his identity's been exposed to create a new legend for Gotham and to create a new era of peace that he no longer could as the Batman. It is a beautiful send-off. And you know what they did to respect the memory of this dead man.
Gotham
They
Knights.
killed Batman by shooting him on a park bench like a character from The fucking Wire. I have never in my life been backhanded. They could have had Harley Quinn look directly at the camera and call me a racial slur, and I would have been less fucking offended.
They literally were like, hey, Kevin Conroy, fuck you. And just shot Batman. Off screen, though. It was off screen, respectfully.
No, it was on screen.
It looks pretty.
Nah, it was very on screen.
Wasn't it off screen?
It was barely off screen because you see him bleeding out from his head on the ground.
Yeah, that is fucking lit, bro.
And I wouldn't mind if they killed off Batman disrespect. I wouldn't mind any of that if they didn't do such a ham-fisted attempt of reminding you that this is in the same continuity of Arkham. Kind of like that dude who peaked in high school who only wants to talk about high school things. We are 32. I have kids on mortgage. This is Bradley.
But here's the thing about like comic book stuff and like video games,
Yes.
and I think this game specifically is the thing that the developers can say, "Oh, this is canon. This is in the Arkham universe, whatever." When this game inevitably flops, and when people realize how dog shit it is,
They're gonna call it an Elseworld.
they're gonna be like, "Never mind. This is not in the same universe.
Yep.
It's all bullshit. It has nothing to do."
It's too late for them to do that, though.
It's too late.
I think
so?
the backlash for this has already been so insane,
1000%.
especially at least on Twitter. That
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think they've review bombed because the leaks for this game were insane. The last like 2 months before it came out, that whole part about Batman getting shot on the bench dropped like a month ago, and it took everyone was like trying not to read it and shit. And the next thing you know, they actually do it. It's like
What I'm saying is, from a logistics point of view, like how hard is it, like to be like, actually, that has nothing to do with the Arkham series, and then everyone just forgets about it and moves on. And Kevin Conroy's last performance might be him getting killed off, but it doesn't really matter because
they have a
no
bunch
one
of
ignores
DLC and shit planned for like Penguin and Scarecrow that ties it into the Arkham. So it's like you're gonna get reminded over and over that it's set in Arkham.
They also can't because there's multiple instances throughout the main campaign. Like there's a whole exhibit in Metropolis. It's called the Batman Experience. It's basically a walkthrough. Like there's a level in I believe it is. There's a level in I believe it's no, it's not even a level. It's just an area. In Arkham Knight, you can go to the GCPD lockup, and there's an evidence wall of all the past Batman villains and like different gadgets and shit you capture from them. And it's supposed to be like a journey, so you can take in the scope of Batman from Origins all the way to Night. It's a cohesive narrative, right? And they have that
middle and end.
Yeah, exactly. And they have a whole area called the Batman Experience. It's basically what they built in Metropolis to, tell the story of the Arkhamverse Batman from Arkham Origins all the way to, Knights and so forth and so on, right? But literally every single button you can press, like on an exhibit, is a reference to Arkham. It directly says the events of Arkham. It literally has a fucking slot for Titan Joker from the first one.
Oh, yeah.
It really acknowledges it. There is a whole segment where it shows the Nightfall Protocol. Like, it's 1000% hitting you over the head repeatedly. This is Arkham. And it does this thing that I don't like that Star Wars has turned into, where it's just remember this guy, remember that guy who did the thing, right? Like how the Joker DLC is what they announced before the game even came out.
That's IP storytelling in a nutshell, though. I mean, Marvel does it, DC does it, Star Wars does it. Any big franchise, the Fast and the Furious franchise does it. Like any big franchise is just gonna be like, hey, remember this thing you guys really liked? Well, here it is. Or like here's an extension.
Go ahead, Graham.
I think that just works differently with different IPs. Like
exactly,
this could have easily been its own thing. And what I was about to ask AZ was like the whole fucking Joker thing. Like, if this is set in Arkham, that Joker's been dead.
Yeah, game 2. So this is the second game, right?
This Joker only looks completely different.
So
like
the thing is,
this is the
I noticed this, and I think Luis is gonna actually start to hate this. The Joker design that I said I hated, and you were in the group chat. Like, it's not terrible. It's not the worst I've seen, right? He has a lazy eye, and I was like, why the fuck does he have a lazy eye? And I was like, oh my god, they're doing the Pennywise thing. Oh my fucking god, they're doing the Skarsgård thing. Holy shit.
What's Skarsgård thing?
You know how Skarsgård does that thing with his eye where he's like, my eye doesn't work,
Visually impaired.
They do that with the Joker. That's what that lazy eye is supposed to be a reference to.
Oh wow!
And it's so fucking painful. But the thing is, the way this game does it is clunky because it beats you over the head with the fact that this is connected to a better narrative that came before it. and it flies in the face of that because suddenly Deadshot is black. I have no issue with changing the race of a character.
I do.
Black
comic book characters. Wow, ridiculous.
Will
as
Smith.
long as they provide
What if we made T'Challa white?
Ryan Gosling.
Go for it. We'll laugh at you. But it's like
I think something about that Deadshot thing.
knowing.
That, like the one in it was in Origins, I believe, right?
Yeah, the one that's in Origins, Arkham City, and pretty much every single character Deadshot. Yeah. So it's very ham-fisted. So basically, their whole thing is, that was an imposter Deadshot. So they try to get
is that really what they do?
So the way that they do it,
it wasn't the real Deadshot.
Yeah.
This one is.
They basically try to force this sort of like tension.
DEI Deadshot.
Yeah, basically, they try to ham-fist this sort of like rivalry between Deadshot and John Stewart, Green Lantern, right? And they could have done it in an interesting way, right? They're both military-trained snipers. That could have gone something with there.
Crime?
Maybe he doesn't respect him, right? That would have been cool.
Right.
I would have liked that. That would have been a great way to play off of it. But the whole reason that they have a rivalry is because one time
niggas beefing.
Deadshot got arrested by John Stewart as the Green Lantern, and he's just like,
Real.
when I catch you, Green Lantern, when I catch you,
Ricky, when I catch you,
John. Like, he's just, it's so ham-fisted, and I thought, like, maybe I missed something. I was like, maybe in the comics it's a thing, but then I thought about it, and I was like, no, wait a minute. No, Green Lantern and Deadshot have, like, no interactions. They have nothing to do with each other. Especially John fucking Stewart has nothing to do with Deadshot, even remotely. If they made him more towards a rivalry with Batman, I could have seen it as a little bit too ham-fisted just because they have Harley and Batman, that dynamic. I could see that. But I would have preferred it if you just made Deadshot an overall enemy to the league. He just doesn't like heroes as a whole.
Like everybody's had to stop him at some point.
Yeah, and it feels like
I was gonna say, or kind of like a unwilling like participant in it. He's like, I'm just here because Amanda Waller told me to be here. I don't give a shit. It's a job. I'll do it. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. Move on.
Yes.
But that way that would give the characters a little bit of variety in regards to like and nuance in regards to like what's it called? And everything. I'm trying to think, and like reasoning and stuff, right? If they all want the same thing, that gets kind of bland and boring. But if you kind of change their reasoning for being there, reasoning for wanting to kill the Justice League a little bit, it makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun. But I mean,
what all members of the Justice League are in it?
So it is a very watered down Justice League. It's not the normal. It's not the normal 7. It is Flash, Green Lantern,
Wonder Woman,
Barry Allen, as the Flash. Then you have Superman and Batman. So it's like 5
Wonder Woman
members. Yeah, and Wonder Woman. So like, I guess 6.
And they all get killed.
They all get killed, except for because what happens is basically this is the plot. I'm going to save you $70, listener. Are you ready for this?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert for if you care about something that no one should care about.
For free.
They make a ton of me.
They made him.
So basically, the plot of it is that Brainiac has landed in Metropolis, right? After a little while after the League is formed, somehow Brainiac is enough of a threat to where this League is so fucking absolute softer than baby shit that they get washed by Brainiac. So they all get taken over by Brainiac and made into basically like, evil versions of themselves. The mind control can't be reversed. And that's the thing that I hate, because instead of like going into the emotional ramifications of like, oh my God, these are superheroes and they're killing people, or these were my friends, they do like these weird half-hearted lines that feel like the intro fight dialogue to a Mortal Kombat scene. It doesn't feel like there's any actual depth to there.
I was gonna say what that sounds like. It sounds like
they haven't introduced these fucking versions of this character.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it sounds like it's a lazy way of world building. They're like, we don't have time to focus on these characters and the ramifications of them being evil and what that has on this world and its people. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna write a whole bunch of exposition and have them say it. That way you understand what's going on. but there's no emotional connection to those lines, no emotional connection to those characters, and it falls flat because you're just like, what? Okay, they're bad, and you're telling me they're bad, and I know that I'm supposed to be like, oh, they're bad, but I can't connect to that because you spend no time with those characters.
Like, these other heroes are definitely mentioned at points throughout the Arkhamverse, right? Especially within the confines of Arkham Knight. There's, like, a lot of Easter eggs, like Central City, Metropolis, and Superman and all that, right? But the thing is... Oh, what's that?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I was saying... But the thing is, Easter eggs and references do not give you a valid picture of someone. I could talk all day to someone about, like, this is Matt. Matt is my co-host on the podcast, one of my good friends right here, right? This is Matt. But they would know nothing about Matt aside from his name and that he's a co-host on a podcast. I can tell you anything about Matt, but you don't know shit because you haven't met him. Totally different, right? If I just dropped you into the middle of this story and I told you you were supposed to care about all of these characters, you're about to care about all these characters, you're not. Because unless you are a comic book fan, you're not going to feel anything about Killing the Justice League. Unless you have played the closest thing you will have to an attachment is if you will follow the Arkham series and you have an attachment to Batman, and then by the time you get to his death scene, you will just be mad. There's a scene where Green Lantern has captured the squad, right? He's got them in essentially like stockades, right? Like bracers around him. He's like basically flying them around the city, showing them how the invasion's going, right? And there's a point where Green Lantern is showing how the people are assimilated into Brainiac's minions. And there's this guy who's, like, trying to run out of a building, and he's, like, crawling for his life, and he sees Green Lantern flying by, and he reaches out, and he goes, Green Lantern, please, save us! And Green Lantern laughs as this man dies. That could have been an incredible moment. They could have lingered on that for a small sprinkle of emotional depth. Yet this game tries so hard to just be quirky and in your face. It's like Destiny fucked Sunset Overdrive and the baby was stillborn, and yet they still had a fucking they still had a party for it.
I think all of this is like answered and like pretty easily, like all of your qualms and concerns, like why this game is dog shit. It's like live service games as an idea, I think, is one of the worst things to have ever happened to video games. Probably one of the, if not the worst things to have ever happened to video games ever. Right? It's like, it's lazy, it's ham-fisted, it's just a way for them to try to capitalize on the stupidity and like addiction and easily manipulative like minds of children to try to maximize their profits. They put in the least amount of work possible and they make the most amount of profits. And EA is the reason this all started, because they're fucking bullshit-ass Ultimate Team on fucking FIFA and all their sports games, and people pouring all this countless amount of fucking money into these dog shit games that have no effort behind them, and everybody was like, we can do that. So instead of making stories, compelling stories with compelling characters and engaging gameplay, we're just going to do something that's set in a world that people recognize so we can latch them in, do nothing, and then upsell and microtransaction everything. And if we do live service, then it's easy because we don't have to really tell the story. It's just continuous gameplay. It's an infinite money glitch. And we're
blame Overwatch.
Everything is behind a fucking paywall, and that's why I have not touched a Call of Duty game for like a good minute.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna go to Real War.
I go to Real War.
It has you in the shackles. But we've talked about that before. We've talked about like how complicated it is to try to tell.
She's a baby now, so it's her.
She's a baby. But that's what I'm saying. Is we've talked about like the complexities and the difficulties of trying to tell what's it called, stories in like a ever expanding franchise multiverse that are one and done. There's a word that it's on the tip of my tongue that a self-contained story. Trying to tell a self-contained story in a universe that's vast and ever expanding is incredibly complicated because the creatives feel forced to either financially or storytelling wise to to try to, you know, make it all make sense and all fit together, while at the same time trying to tell its own individual interesting story. So, you know, I think it's just a very. Did he leave for dinner?
He's like, he's so done.
Rocksteady's done sniped my boy.
I know Rocksteady done cooked his ass, bro. His
computer is literally flaming from how hard he's been cooking.
Yeah, bro.
Using the very little money they got from this game's sales.
AZ.
They used it to try to kill AZ.
Rocksteady's trying to get you, bro.
20 minutes straight, AZ was cooking. Then Rocksteady was like, enough. Get this man out of here.
Dude, dead ass. If I feel like it's just a studio that had a great, beautiful vision of what they wanted to do with an isolated narrative. And, you know, they wanted to expand it more. Like, we were almost, instead of this, going to get a Batman Beyond game with Damian Wayne voiced by Josh Keaton. Yeah, that would have been amazing.
And they said, "Fuck y'all." Let's do this bullshit ass game.
And it was scrapped for this. And I cannot help but feel insulted, just mostly based on the fact that, like, I've seen Rocksteady go from this unknown studio to a juggernaut with a franchise built off of as for the in-house Arkham titles. They made 3 of them, and to have 3 games. And especially around, like, I think it was, like, 2008 when Arkham Asylum came out, right? Especially in that modern landscape of legacy titles. You had the GTAs, you had your Halos, you had your fucking Call of Duty still going strong. To be able to set yourself apart in the medium to that, to where even other games imitate your combat, to where it's Arkham-like combat, Arkham-like elements, Arkham-like gadget wheel, this, that, and the other, to where you are at the forefront top of your game, to where you are innovating the industry itself, to where other people are trying to be you. And then you flop that on its head, sacrifice everything, and then you try to be like the people who are trying to imitate you. It feels saddening.
You just live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah, I mean, you know?
Yeah, dude. It's just...
We live in a society or whatever.
This fucking guy.
Cliche ass
You guys can hate all you want. I think it's kind of funny.
I don't know, man.
That he peed on the Flash.
What, Gerardo?
Oh yeah, that is funny. I did like that. There are some moments in this writing that did make me chuckle.
Like, for instance, Deadshot say congratulations to Captain Boomerang for having a big ding-a-ling.
They genuinely all they genuinely all hype up his penis for like a solid like minute of dialogue, and it's kind of funny. King Shark says it makes sense. Like, you are cursed in every other fashion. And I was, that's kind of funny. There's some bangers in here.
I'm sorry, using that.
I think it's fair to say that we're not blaming the writers. I think
like in every other fashion.
The people telling them, "Hey, you have to sell this many skins in the first month."
I always put the blame on the corporation, on Warner Brothers.
It's It's like the head companies, like you said, like EA, WB, Ubisoft, like it's those, like you know,
it's not the creative.
I'm sure at some point there was a good game in there somewhere. Like I remember being hyped as fuck when it first like got teased and like
the trailer. Yeah,
there could have been something. There could have been something.
Creators don't set out to make dog shit, dude.
I was
it's usually studio interaction that or interference that tends to lead to it.
Delayed. It got delayed like 4 different times.
It's got
early last year. I don't know. It's when it just got ruined.
It's also got like interference from WB Games, and WB Games also helped co-produce the latest Mortal Kombat, which I have deleted within a month of having.
Jesus Christ!
I played it for like a week.
They charge you like I want to say like it's like $20.
It's free.
Yeah. But I would actually go outside and fight real people before I play Mortal Kombat 1.
You can get paid to
the monetization for Mortal Kombat 1 is they have Omni-Man is one of the few characters that doesn't have like genuinely alternate skins, right? Like he has some alternate skins, but it's just like studded gloves basically.
Or
like it's nothing real
fucking suit,
Yeah.
He's got Invincible's color scheme.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you pay for the Omni-Man pack, it's like $20 for just a recolor. And that's I don't even know what that is.
I'm gonna pay for that fucking WB Games pack because
like it's just I feel like at some I was gonna like say this in my video because it was just gonna be titled "I fixed Suicide Squad the game," and it was basically a simple fix, right? You know how it says "Kill the Justice League," right?
Yeah.
And how they're planning on making it like a live service or whatever, right? My first thing would be scrap the live service element, just make it a closed narrative game, right? Just do that, right?
That's a game fixed.
Keep the members of the squad the same. Because all 4 of those members of Task Force X, I do indeed like. However, I do wish Deathstroke was involved somehow. I love him on Task Force X. It's a great thing.
You said Deathstroke?
But,
that's what they call me.
Deathstroke, yeah. Deathstroke's pretty fire on Task Force
They
X.
call me.
Oh my god. But I would do
They used
that.
They used to call me Deathstroke, bro.
But the main thing that I would do is I would change the Justice League being possessed by Brainiac, right? And having it be some giant world-ending threat, right? I would have it be to where you have the crime syndicate, right, from Earth 3, impersonating the League.
Yeah.
The League are captured, and you have to gradually free each member of the League, and they add support through various levels by different means.
But bro, that's not edgy and transgressive, bro. Imagine killing Batman, bro. Come on.
That's not
man.
edgy. Do you know who fucking Owlman is?
Bro, but that's like media executives and the head of like WB Games doesn't think like that. He's like,
I know,
cool, bro. If y'all made Brainiac brainwash the Justice and then you killed them.
They literally
sick, bro.
They literally had that event during.
But he had a huge cock.
It was during a comic event called Forever Evil. They had this same exact scenario take place, and that's where the villains had to step up to try to take down, the crime syndicate. Just the Justice League was fucking swapped onto a different plane of existence, right? And this would have been great if you could do something like that. You would have encountered these alternate versions of the League. You would have had like throwaway lines where they would have been like, "On my Earth, you're a bitch ass nigga," or something like that. I don't know why Batman would say that, but that's a thing he could say, right? And it would be fun because you get to see more interactions with these characters, knowing they have their history with their versions of the Justice League and how they respond to like what true evil would be if these same people who they'd been fighting for the better part of their lives were trying to kill them, and they had to take them down. I would love that. That would be a beautiful narrative. And you wouldn't have to do the literal character and physical assassination of Kevin Conroy's Batman. There would be only one victim, and it would be at best the pocket of the consumer.
There you go.
You would have a great game, and with that one simple fix, I feel like you could that's it. You can keep all the gameplay and stuff the same. I don't give a fuck, even though I don't like that either. But just make that the narrative. And take out the live service element.
Boom.
Beautiful. I fixed your game. You're welcome.
Bro me my money.
So what's everyone's I know we haven't played this game, but what's everyone's overall rating without us touching this game at all? What's our thumbs down? We doing 0 out of 10? I'm giving it 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
I give it like two limp cold boomerang cocks.
They're big though. They're big limp dicks though.
No, dude. I'm talking like Sub-Zero cold. I'm talking like pinky size. Because I believe he's a grower. I believe he's more of a grower.
No, he was.
Dude, because think about it. He killed the Flash. I guarantee you he was rock hard, dude.
Well,
that's his whole life.
That's true.
Come on.
Just like me. He's just like me.
Mm-hmm. I'd be bricked if I killed my nemesis.
All of them? All my nemesis?
All my nemesis. All of them. Oh, y'all keep going. I gotta grab my laptop charger real quick. I'll still be here though.
You cooked, bro. You went off. You went ham.
Dude. I was angry.
That man had some feelings about that game.
I did.
Here's him by the second.
Bro was heated. I think he had to get that off his chest real quick, let the water roll off his back Speaking of water, we're talking about
right. Someone put that motherfucker in the gulag.
That was one of your worst, Matthew. That might be
back
one.
to the lab.
You
Back
got
to
a
the
lot.
lab.
You got a
Back
lot.
to the lab.
That was one of the worst, bro. That was one
Back
of the worst.
to the lab. Back
you need
to the lab
you need to
one.
workshop that one, please.
Let him. He had to get something off his chest. You know, he had to wash that away. And let's talk about some waves that were washing this fucking reviews away.
Bro, you are drowning. If you want to do water metaphors, you're drowning, bro. You're drowning.
Yo, Matt, I want you to know, bro, I got up to go get my charger and I grabbed me a Coke and I still had my headphones on. That is definitely your worst. That is your worst transition. Holy shit, bro. That was fucking terrible. Just talk about the show.
You usually
Let me get one more. Let me get one more. This is the third and final try for the day for this transition. Bro, so we're talking about, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. That game is dead on arrival. Like it went to Hades in pit of Tartarus. Let's talk about Percy Jackson.
Tartarus.
Wow.
Come back, baby.
I'm not even fucking Tartarus.
With seafood themed.
Oh my god.
A dentist's worst nightmare, the pit of Tartarus, bro.
Nah, bro. Only the knowers who know.
I thought I was expecting it to go up or down, but instead of just a straight line of mid.
No, it definitely went down.
That was worse.
Nah.
That was pretty bad.
The knowers, bro.
Matt, mute yourself.
Yeah. Do ASL the rest of this episode. We got it.
If you can't tell by those 3 failed attempts of a transition, we're talking about Percy Jackson the Olympians.
Here's something I will say. Those transitions represent that dog shit book series, wannabe Harry Potter, bitch ass Percy can't fucking stand against Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? You mean manga for 30-year-old white women who are single?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
And transphobic.
And transphobic 30-year-old white single women. Hey, bro, if that's the horse you're betting on, man, more power to you, man.
I was saying,
which franchise has its own like segment in Universal Studios? Oh, that's what I thought.
Okay, but to be fair, bro,
the best thing to come out of the Percy Jackson books is the Lightning Thief musical. That's it.
Wait. There's a what?
Those movies.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
This is a what? Spider-Man turn off the darkness?
You don't remember that?
I'm putting y'all on game. The Lightning Thief
I didn't know
musical,
they did this.
No one listens to this shit. It's
amazing. It's amazing.
Anything
it's amazing.
Oh my god.
Anything like he's in the back half of this show, then it's probably pretty bad.
Yeah, don't let loose talk about musicals. Let's move on.
Don't get me started. All right, so the best musicals.
So as someone who has only seen like the first 3 episodes, like the first half of this, which is probably more effort than I've given to trying to get Suicide Squad.
It's more than you should have.
Yeah.
I will say I find it very fascinating. You guys have the take that it goes downhill. It's starting very strong. I don't see how it could go downhill.
Did you finish the fucking show?
I have not watched the whole thing. I have not watched the finale or the week before.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What you got, Fabio? What you got, bro?
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Let him cook.
There's only one actually good fucking character. And I don't mean character, I mean actor.
I know who it
is. It's Reddick.
Oh, no, Ares?
The Edge.
And now he's dead, so he can't redeem himself.
Edge is goated. That's my bro.
No, Edge killed him.
Edge is in this?
That's my
the wrestler?
Yeah,
he's great. He's so good.
That's the last episode. I think I watched.
No, he's in the
episode after they stole his shield, but he stole the episode that it was.
So he's Ares?
Yeah, he's Ares,
bro.
The best actor in this show is a wrestler. Everyone else is not good.
Well, to be
you
fair,
say that like John Cena doesn't exist.
The other people that he has to compete with are children, so I don't hold that against him.
Right.
All right, I you know this. I don't know if y'all know this, but I fucking hate child actors. I think it's really fucking annoying. But I don't hold it against them personally because they're kids. They're not as good.
They're kids. They're little
I
bibbins.
actually like is that kid from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That
Hello,
lady.
girl.
Yeah, girl. She's great. Only good child actor.
Her name is Butters, I think. Something.
Whatever.
Mia Jeffries. Who
Point is,
I don't agree, but I think the kid that plays Percy's really good.
Yeah,
Walker
he's smart.
Scobell.
I like his dialogue delivery. It's fun.
He's funny. He's not good because he can't be. He's a child.
Yeah, if he just has a ceiling, it's because he's a kid.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally,
he's mini Ryan Reynolds. Is why you don't like him.
He's not Logan Lerman, and that's why I don't like him. Because
Logan Lerman was not good as Percy.
He was also like 18 years old.
I
This
know
kid's like
he was
14
he
or
was
whatever.
an adult.
That movie. I saw it.
My age, playing high schoolers, you know.
Some Spider-Man.
Not 25.
Yeah, exactly. But what do you say the series goes downhill? The further along it goes. I didn't connect with it. The further down we got, I just got more bored with it. It got more boring. The story. I didn't read the books, obviously, because I can't read. But I watched the movies. The story. They changed a bunch of stuff to me. Right. I don't know if it's more accurate to the books or not. It is.
But to me, it's like things have changed. They're different.
There's
and
differences.
I don't like the characters they introduced. I fucking hate the new camp director. He's ass.
Chiron?
No, sorry, the other one. The fucking
Mr. D
Greek guy from Brooklyn.
Mr. D?
Fuck
Mr.
that
D?
guy.
He's in the book.
God, okay.
He's the same fucking character in every single thing he's in.
Look, you mean the actor?
Character.
Oh, you mean the actor? You're talking about Jason Montezukis.
Yeah. Oh, that's his name.
Guy. No, yeah, you know why you don't know his name? Because he's a fucking hack.
That's Rex Splode.
Okay.
No,
listen,
that's the motherfucker
Mr. D
from.
was played by fucking. What was it? Paul Giamatti, I think, was who played it.
That's Jay from fucking.
This is the fucking quality that we've dropped. Okay.
That's Jay.
Wait, Mr. D was in the movies?
Yes.
Or he might have not been Paul Giamatti, but he was another a character actor, fat white man who I really like.
Good actor.
Yeah, a good actor.
I didn't remember Mr. D being in the movies until I saw this show, and I was like, oh, fuck, dude, Mr. D, I love him.
They changed the casino, the way it works. That pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, that kind of
pissed me. They're pumping the lotus flowers in the air. Get that bullshit out of my face. Give me poker face and get me a cool montage. Fuck you.
Wait, so they don't eat the lotus, they pump it through the vents?
It's pumped in the air.
Wait, we've been here for days. It's in the air. What the fuck? This isn't The Walking Dead, bitch. Get out of here.
That's not how the myth of the lotus works.
It's a shitty change.
They like to eat it in the books.
They do. It's also in the Tale of Odysseus. That's how the lotus goes.
Yeah, it's how the lotus works, and they change it for the show because it's ass.
That's one of
also off topic, but also on the topic of the show being ass. The CGI,
bro.
Oh my god, it's dog
Thank
shit.
you.
Oh my god.
Listen,
I saw a comparison between this and like HBO shows and the budget.
Bro, I thought I was
holy
tripping.
Fucking shit, it's ass.
I am so glad you said
them using
this.
the view or that big circle thing. Every fucking set is circular. It's
I will say
it's not the View or the Mist.
Whatever it's called, dude.
I think
the volume.
I think the
volume. Yeah.
When I saw the first episode, right, I saw that one lady, like the math teacher, transform into the harpy, and I was like, I mean, that's not terrible. I've seen CW's The Flash, so I've definitely seen worse. Right?
It can get worse.
And then
it get worse.
Hold on, I was like,
I didn't know it was
I was like, let me hold my judgment because I knew the effect that was going to make or break whether or not I hate this was seeing Chiron when he's the full centaur.
So bad.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Right? I was like, when I see that was my litmus test. I completely sidestepped the Minotaur. I completely forgot about that.
Yep.
But that one, I was like, okay, this isn't bad. It's gloomy. It's in the rain. It's in the dark. It doesn't look the best,
That was one
but
of the
it's
only
not
things I liked about
rancid.
that show. That scene of him killing the Minotaur.
That's the best.
It was
that's
the coughing baby of the movie and the atomic bomb that was the show. Like it was great. And then from there, it's just a solid fucking downward slope, man.
They made it gloomy and dark and rainy and at night. It saves you money on CGI, baby.
I definitely the moment I saw the weather, I was like, oh yeah, they didn't finish that model, did they? They did. They got crunched. Oh god.
The sequence in the arch kind of took me out of it too. That's when what episode was that? Three.
That monster looked like dog shit.
The Chimera. And I was like, wow, this is kind of starting to get like a bit of a grind to watch it. I watched the next 2 episodes, and it was the casino episode was the last one I watched, and then I was just never felt the need to go back to it. I watched it
so bad, bro.
I feel like
finish it.
The pacing of the show.
If you're a nerd and you're fucking bitchless, read the books again. You know, have fun. But,
what were you saying, Matt?
I was saying, I feel like the pacing of the show was my biggest complaint, which also gave me a little bit of like insight to the pacing of how they fucking made everything in this show. Like it's like they wanted to make a spot on adaptation. They want to make the mistakes of the movies, but they somehow found a way to make mistakes anyway. You know,
fuck you.
Yeah.
There were mistakes in that movie, bro.
I think for a Percy Jackson, like a good adaptation, I think you just have to make good movies. I think there's good adaptation.
Not even good movies. Not even good movies. You can make a good series. You cannot. This is the issue that we talked about with Marvel, with every other fucking show we've discussed. You cannot tell a good story in 6 to 8 episodes. You need to spread this shit out. If I go grab the Percy Jackson book off my bookshelf right now, that bitch is this thick, bro. There's like 20 chapters in there. You can read that shit for a day.
I think shit would be. Honestly, it's like a 12 to 18 episode.
But no, it cannot be fit.
You would get a lot more character moments for one. Mm-hmm. For two, you could get a lot more story in and set up. Like start foreshadowing for further books. Like they can foreshadow Sea of Monsters further right now.
Not even that. Like just if you're talking about just the Lightning Thief storyline alone, the whole Luke bit was fucking rushed. Luke acting his ass off, but the whole story was rushed as fuck. The
only reason why I remembered that Luke was in the show after they kind of blitzed past him, right? Like post like the flag game, really. Mm-hmm. The only reason I remembered he was there is because I remembered reading the books and I was like, oh man. It's like what, like 3 more years before the kid gets stabbed in the chest? Oh, fuck.
You know who does the Luke reveal really good? The Lightning Thief musical and the song "The Last Day of Summer," baby.
Really, shut the fuck up.
That's a Phineas and Ferb song.
The movie doesn't. And you know what the movie doesn't have? Lin-Manuel Miranda's stupid ass in it.
Hey,
that's
he didn't sing.
Is Lin in this? I forget he's in this.
He's Hermes.
Luke's dad.
He's Hermes.
But isn't Hermes supposed to be like canonically like a what's it called? Like a horn dog? Like he fucks a lot, right?
That's all the gods, bro. They some freaky ass niggas,
Is that what you're saying?
First
of all, I'm saying I saw someone's tweet complain about it because they're saying in the book Hermes is supposed to like he fathers a lot of children.
Yeah, and that's why Hermes' cabin is so full because that nigga be.
And they're like, and you guys cast Lin-Manuel Miranda, really?
Lin-Manuel Miranda is a guy that I look at. No. Lin-Manuel Miranda is a guy that I more so look at as like a street musician with a saxophone case playing some sort of brass instrument for change. I do not look at that. Yeah. I don't look at that man and assume, oh yeah, he has sex. He fucks. Right? I look at him the same way. I look at Ed Sheeran. I'm like, these are 2 sexless goobers. And if I see they have children, it is either these motherfuckers reproduce via mitosis that they have children. They are not reproducing.
They have 10 genitals, bro. Just
exactly, dude. like you unzip their pants and it's just some kind of Cthulhu Lovecraftian monster. Like it doesn't look like it's compatible with humans.
Did anyone like this show or no?
I thought it was okay from what I saw. I wasn't impressed.
Only stupid people.
I liked it to a point.
Okay.
I liked it to a point, and then after a while, I was just like, I'm at this point, I'm watching to see if it gets better. and then like the last 2 episodes felt entirely too fucking rushed. That battle with Ares is supposed to be much longer, much cooler. The whole underworld sequence was fucking rushed. I'm like, bro.
Also, the underworld looked like shit.
It looked like dog shit. No pun intended. Cerberus.
Where's the fire? Where's the brimstone?
You
know what did the underworld good? The movie.
Doom.
Did they?
Cerberus wasn't. That's Harry Potter.
The Bible.
Convince me it's not. Shut up.
This is probably not a good sign, considering I can't remember. But
all right.
In the show, did they show Chiron, the ferryman?
Yes.
Is he at least in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Chiron?
Okay.
Chiron?
He's like obscured in darkness, but yeah.
He's got the
Wait. They CGI'd the ferryman?
No, he's got the school shooter hoodie on.
But it's like you only see this part of his fucking.
He looks
face.
like Palpatine.
Like he's Palpatine.
He's like this.
Essentially.
He said, "You didn't pay for the ferry." He's like, "You're not dead." Literally, he's like, "You're not dead." Y'all aren't dead.
For those of you, for our audio listeners, Matt just held up a pillow over half of his face, like a mask, like he's fucking season 1 Daredevil.
Look, as someone who's a renowned Percy Jackson hater who will not watch this show, has not seen a second of it, all I want to say is, you want to watch good young adult fiction, go watch Harry Potter. There's 8 movies, fantastic films.
Piece of bullshit.
Alfonso.
Hey, which one didn't flop? Okay.
Which one got 8 movies instead of 2?
8 movies and didn't have to
Lord of the Rings and Black Clover and every other Wizards of Waverly Place did the magic school concept better.
Black Clover has how many movies?
That's crazy.
Real cinema.
Actually 4.
Watch real cinema.
Oh, that's that cartoon shit. Get that shit. We're not talking about that baby shit, bitch. We're not talking about that baby shit.
Shut up.
Hell no. We talking about grown-up, real people, bitch. Not that cartoon shit.
We're going to start talking about Gravity Falls next.
We didn't drop nukes on Japan
No,
for you to be talking about cartoons.
Gravity Falls.
All right.
Hold on, let him go.
All
Let
right.
him go.
All right. Look. This actually
show.
This actually reminded me of something. First of all, Gravity Falls is its peak. What the fuck kind of crack are you smoking? That shit's amazing.
Who's watching Gravity
for
Falls?
babies? For babies.
What is Gravity Falls?
What is Gravity Falls? How do you want better? Who is Gravity Falls?
Who's Gravity Falls?
Why is Gravity Falls?
Yo. All right, time out. Comments. Defend me on this. You guys do not realize the floodgate, bro. No. You guys do not realize the floodgate you have opened. Gravity Falls is a celebrated cartoon.
Yes, Gravity Falls is awesome. Yes, we like Gravity Falls.
Alex Hirsch, genius. It's still for kids,
but it's good.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
No, I'm not saying it's not good.
People in the comments, bro, gonna be like, I don't care what anybody says.
Gravity Falls is.
They're gonna be like, I don't care what anybody says. Gravity Falls isn't for kids. Shut up, bro. Go get some bitches.
At the end of the day, we can all agree that even if the Percy Jackson school is mid, it's still better than Harry Potter, and that Wizards of Waverly Place did the magic school arc better than Harry Potter did in 7 movies.
You.
What are you talking about?
Another little
I'm talking facts, baby. You can't read, Dorado.
They leave Camp Half-Blood during the summer. Isn't the point of them being there that it's dangerous? Why do they get to leave?
No, for the quest, that makes sense.
No,
you're talking about them going home?
Summer. They just have summer break. Aren't they there because they're going to get killed? Fuck this show.
Yeah, but
Fuck
I mean, that's in the book.
You don't know how far the fucking St. Louis Arch is from the river? You're a dumb fuck.
He literally said, I didn't know how far it was.
He's stupid.
Rick Warning is a dyslexic fuck.
Hey,
learning
to say like me.
Now that I think about it, that's also in the books, and that doesn't also make a lot of sense.
Percy Jackson, ass. Books suck. Show sucks. Woo, Harry Potter all the way, baby. Harry Potter, baby.
Wait. I will say, look. fuck you in your Harry Potter. Look. I will say, in spite of all of the negatives of this show, I do think that much like Kill the Justice League, as much as I hate that, right? This also has some pretty decent, funny jokes, right? Like, as much as you guys hate Jason Mantzoukas,
get the fuck, bro!
No. Let me speak.
And for people with learning disabilities like you,
I have seen Citizen Kane, and goddamn it, I will filibuster. All right, watch it. All right, look. Here's the thing. There's a sequence of jokes in here that got me. For instance, when his mom's telling him that his dad's Poseidon. He's like, I fell in love with a god, and he's like, Jesus? Like, I thought it was funny. I thought that was pretty funny. It caught me. It got me, right? And then there's another banger, right? It's the whole sequence of Mr. D fucking with him, that he's his son.
That shit made you laugh.
Like that's fucked up.
That shit made you laugh.
Because it's fucked up. This kid has never known his father, and he just saw his mom die. And the only family he knows is lying to him to get alcohol. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
American.
I mean, that's fucked up, but it's funny. That's American. That's American, brother.
AG, this is the barrel. You're scraping the bottom, brother. You are scraping the bottom of that.
When he's
like,
you want to watch a funny show, you watch Ted.
Because, like, when
dude, love for Ted, bro.
I've actually,
it's immense.
I'm not gonna lie, I did recently start Ted, and it may be one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. Like, that whole episode.
I've watched it
compare
3 times.
30 seconds of Ted to this whole fuck ass show. Which one's funnier?
I'm gonna be Ted, hands down. Ted is fucking great. Ted makes me wish Seth MacFarlane would make more live action stuff, because he's much better at that than animation.
You know what book series never got compared to a live action teddy bear? Harry Potter. It stood on its fucking own, bitch.
Oh my lord.
Got him. Anyways, Percy Jackson fucking sucks. Grow up, read some real literature.
This may be the most negative episode we've done, and we did a whole episode on toxic fandoms.
Y'all lucky I didn't watch this fucking show. Y'all lucky I didn't watch this show, so I couldn't shit on it more gooder.
You should have, because Luis, it's ass.
Nah, I would have killed myself. I'd be so mad, bro.
Just watch it in the background. You'll still recognize how ass it is.
Bugging. A whole lot of you bugging. Look, from what I saw, I gotta give this shit like a solid 7 out of 10. It ain't bad.
Text us. He's gonna text us in the group chat after he finishes. He's gonna be like, "Never mind. I take that shit back. That was bad."
I am. But right now, you know what? Actually, so I don't look like as much of an ass in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna actually just retract that. Okay, 6 minutes. Let me not get crazy. Let me not get crazy. I haven't seen that much of it. Let me not get crazy. But from what I've learned, 6.
As someone who's seen the whole thing, I also give it a 6 out of 10.
I'll say so, like a semi-flaccid boomerang cock.
That's like a generous 6. That's like a they got something they can improve on. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not.
How are they gonna improve
super ass?
If one of their main characters is fucking dead.
That's an easy for Zeus. That's easy, bro. The gods change form all the time. That's a very easy.
You making this up.
Thing.
This isn't lore.
No, that's dead ass. That's dead ass. Thing.
That's literally fucking lore. What are you talking about?
Literally, they said don't. They just said don't. They just said don't look at. They said don't look at Ares' true form. They can change to whatever they want. He could be a fucking.
They're called Greek, bro.
They should change. They should change their form into a good fucking show and a good fucking book series. Suck my dick.
Okay.
Percy Jackson sucks. Boo. Next, exactly. Change it from some bitches.
If I'm gonna be honest, all right.
It's ass.
I don't think it can be this bad. It can't be this bad.
It is. I'm telling you.
Really?
You fucking finished the show. You watched 3 episodes, dog. Matt is too. He's too distracted by his love for the fuck ass series, so he's not coming at this with a right mind.
He's not pushing it objectively. He's too.
I know this is objectively dog shit.
You know how many Percy Jackson tattoos I have? 0. That's all. There you go.
You have a Harry Potter tattoo?
Yeah, two
allegedly.
Two of them.
Grown ass man.
Nerd.
Grown ass man, bro.
Nerd. Loser.
He says with a Funko Pop on his wall.
Same. Yeah, bro. Hey, yeah, talking about nerd. Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah. You want to see it crazy? You don't see it crazier? Street Fighter jersey, right?
Street Fighter jersey's crazy.
Y'all want to see nerd, bro? Y'all ain't got no Lego X-Wing.
Hold on, I have that exact one. Hold on.
Let's go.
Showing off our nerd
There's no fucking way. Yeah, you're fucking boring, bro. You got fucking books and
Let's
shit.
go.
You
Mine's more better.
Literate
I
bitch.
customized it.
Look at you.
Gerardo and I having space battles right now.
Got me.
Okay, that's pretty
So
fire.
do I have?
Gerardo, who we pulling up
the
on
blank.
in the galaxy?
Who we pulling up on?
Who we
Fucking
pulling up
Rick
on in the
Riordan
galaxy?
being
The dog shit book series. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck Rick Riordan.
For our audio listeners, in case you're wondering what's happening, two fully grown men have got out their Lego X-Wings and are flying them around making pew-pew noises.
Yeah,
Two
that's
grown
right.
men whose girlfriends got them for this. So
Yeah. All y'all hating.
Something you fucking nerds don't know shit about.
see this? That means I got my booty hole
You
in.
have two Harry Potter tattoos. What are you talking about?
And a girlfriend who loves me very much.
I guarantee you, you did not get those tattoos before your girlfriend.
My
I
girlfriend
did get them before my girlfriend.
To reiterate,
That's a
she did not
keeper.
eat my
If
booty
she
hole.
loves
That
you
was
through
a
the
joke.
Harry Potter tattoos, ooh,
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
that's love right there. If my wife got a Harry Potter tattoo, I'd have to divorce her. That's non-negotiable.
Oh my god.
Good. Good. I would hope she'd leave you.
Yo.
That was good,
While
that was
I'm,
good, that was good.
while
That
I'm,
was good, right?
hold on a second. Those were some marvelous noises. Yo, speaking of Marvel, that's how you segue, motherfucker. That's how you do
No,
that,
bitch. Take
That's how you
those,
do it.
bitch.
I'm a segue god, bitch. Segue god, baby. Fuck
Man,
yeah.
write that down.
I'm a non-believer.
Write that down.
I'm a non-believer. Call me atheist, then, bitch.
But yeah, we have some big Marvel news. But I thought you just put up a whole gun to the shit.
That wasn't a gun, no.
It's a lighter or something, isn't it?
It's a keychain.
Demonetized, boom.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Monetized.
Yeah.
The 50 cents we made off this video gone.
We getting
You know,
paid?
50
Y'all
Cent.
got paid?
You know what's cool about 50 Cent, bro? He has a song
Damn.
called Many Men. And much
I
like
didn't
that,
expect that.
many men have been up for the roles, which we're about to talk about.
Nice.
That was segue. I
Nice.
fucking did it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, baby. I
Fuck
gotta
this
let
man.
Let Graham cook. Let Graham cook.
Yo, Graham, hit it. I gotta let the locks down for this one. Cause I fucking ate that shit on. Yeah,
Who was
baby.
the guy that got cast? I'm blanking his name for the Century.
Bill Pullman. Right?
No, Louis Pullman. That's
Louis
my coach.
Pullman.
Real. Let me
Louis-
speak on my dog, bro. Real niggas
What's
know.
Louis Pullman
If you saw
Top Gun
motherfucking
Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick, greatest movie of all time of 2022. Fuck what you're talking about. Best movie.
Let me
of the
look him
year.
up.
Oh, his dad is Bill Pullman.
Bill
That's why I said
Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
That's the president of the United States. My
Yeah,
president. Y'all talking about Biden, Trump? No. President Pullman in this bitch.
Louis
Y'all got
Pullman.
independence. I am amped up. And Louis is a fucking good actor. I love Louis. I support this. He's better than that guy they suggested right after Steven Yeun dropped. Do not ever suggest that shit to me again, or I'll throw this beer can in your face. Respect.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's irrelevant. Don't mention him.
I've only seen. So I looked up Louis Pullman, and it looks like I've only seen one of his movies aside from The
Top Gun
Strangers
Maverick.
Pray at Night, but I don't remember. I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick yet.
Bad Times
watch
at the El Royale.
Yeah.
Good time.
But I saw
Don't worry.
Bad Times at the El Royale, and I only
don't
remember
worry.
Chris Hemsworth in that movie. I don't remember.
Outer
anything
Range
else.
is pretty good too.
I've seen it enough times for all of us in this podcast, bro.
Is it really that fire?
It's so fire, bro. I'm not big on the whole military industrial thing. I'm not big on that propaganda thing. But when I saw this movie, I was saluting, bro. I was enlisted.
When he saw this movie, he said, "You know what? Let's drop more bombs on the Middle East."
I said,
Let's
we need more drones.
You know what?
Not even.
You know what?
Need more drones.
Maybe Saudi Arabia does have too many hospitals.
Yeah. Matt said, "You know what? Maybe Israel is right."
No, I did not say that. I did not say that. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I didn't say that. I'm saying that's what Matt being military pilled.
No.
That's him being military pilled said.
Absolutely not. Did not say that.
I don't think any of us said that. I don't think any of us said that.
I think we said that, and he should be fucking tried.
That's it.
Damn, bro. I'm fucking supporting Harry Potter. And saying, maybe it's tough out here for your boy.
I'm just saying. Harry Potter fan and Zionist, bro. Pick a struggle. Come on, man.
I'm on the right side of history, bro.
Israel has the right to exist.
Wait, but this Louis Pullman guy, I gotta watch more movies with him because I don't like his face. It looks kind of glued on to like a mannequin's body. I don't like it. But
it's called genetics. It's his son.
It's just his face in like every photo. I guess if I see it in motion, it's not as jarring. But he looks like something that shouldn't have been captured on film, like a creepypasta.
Will he look good with long blonde hair?
That's the thing. Question. I don't know because if they go, I don't think so.
They weren't gonna give him long hair. I promise you, they weren't.
They're gonna give him the. I think they're gonna hit him with the. No. Because when it's I think it's God. What is the fucking? I literally remember this storyline. I think it's who is the Sentry or who forgot about the Sentry or something like who remembers the Sentry is what the Sentry storyline's called. But like, he has short hair in that. Like he's like got like a fucking disheveled cut. Yeah,
he's like got dementia.
And I wouldn't mind like if he eventually morphed into like the classic suit Sentry that we know. And it's a pretty hard suit to fuck up to.
Was this point going to lead into like the Thunderbolts overall kind of like discussion at all?
Yeah, I was talking about the team is what did that one say? The team's pretty much going to the celestial body. Tiamat. The body of Tiamat that no one has brought up and
soon. You can't see that shit.
I cannot see shit.
You can't see shit.
Hold on.
The Tiamat.
Hold on.
The body of Tiamat.
Tiamat, they're sending
the Dreaming Celestial.
They're sending in the team to pretty much get adamantium to. Hopefully, we'll see a live action like Weapons Plus thing where they're injecting.
Oh, so with Tiamat emerging from the earth, because I think he's like halfway stuck. He's like this basically, right?
Yeah, it's like got his hand like.
After you drink 32 beers on a Saturday night, he's like this.
He's like. He's doing like a bicep. Yeah,
me off a perk.
So
doesn't even know what
are they doing it to where adamantium is embedded within the celestial body? Like they're hollowing him out, or like what? How are they doing that?
Like, I think because the body looks like it got like hardened. I guess whenever it was
just like me.
He got bricked up.
Tiamat's out in the open, bricked up, and I think the bricks.
I'm bricked
either
up.
Made up of adamantium or somehow
bricked up
mixed.
They're gonna make like an alloy kind. Because the thing is,
I remember something out of his body and then make it like to create adamantium since adamantium's like not.
I'm really interested in like the production aspects of this film because Ayo Edebiri dropped.
Yeah,
I mean, that's because she's booked and busy. But Stephen Yeun dropped.
Emmy Queen.
That's two Emmy winners, recent Emmy winners, who are like.
But Stephen Yeun made it pretty clear it wasn't like a bad thing.
And apparently, he sent like a really long apology to Kevin Feige that he was talking about. Feige and Stephen Yeun came out and said that, and that they were trying to think of someone he could play later on down the line, kind of deal. But there was another film,
Agent Zero in X-Men.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's interesting because. You know, like having Stephen Yeun is a get. Ayo Edebiri is a get. Those are two of the biggest stars. Ayo's fucking star power is on the rise.
Yeah.
Like
She's
Irish queen, she is that bitch right now. And so
she's
they're
Irish?
dropping
Nigerian.
like this big,
Yeah.
this big like Irish queen,
Okay.
Irish queen. She lived in Ireland for like when she was in college or whatever. But and so,
okay. I was like,
but
okay.
anyway, so those are like two huge gets, which is what the MCU needs right now is A-list actors, star power, and them two draw. And like Lewis Pullman, as good an actor as he is, he's not Stephen Young.
Have the name
I just found out who he was today.
And the new actress who replaced Ayo.
What is she in? Actually, I recognize the name. I just don't
see who it
I can't
was.
put a face to it.
Her name is Geraldine Vishwanathan. She was in. Damn, what was she in? Anyways.
Nobody knows who this bitch is.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who she is.
She's not a big name, and so
she's made ass.
but
you also kind of got to think
Let's
about
be
the other
real.
names, I guess, that are in the movie, like Wyatt Russell, what's his nuts, Red
My
Guardian,
backup husband.
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan, Florence Pugh. I know.
All the
Yeah,
baddies.
like,
All the baddies. They don't need Ayo.
I got the
David Harbour, fine ass.
Hold on. I got the official cast. I got the official cast right here.
Okay, let Graham say what
okay.
he's going to say.
No, he can say it. Go ahead. I mean, we were talking about it.
You said it's Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour, Anna John Kamen, who played Ghost in
Boom, dog shit, bro.
Julia
She
Louise.
may not even be in the movie because
Julia Louise Dreyfus, who plays what's her name V.
Oh,
the fake ass Amanda Waller.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Contessa.
Wyatt Russell. My king.
my goat.
Olga Kurylenko.
Favorite Nepo
who played
baby.
what's it called? Fucking
Taskmaster.
And then Lewis Pullman and Geraldine. This one,
Please just hold on. Just so long as they fix it.
Yeah.
Make her talk shit the whole fucking movie, and I'm okay with it.
She can whoop everybody's fucking ass on this team because
let her beat up someone on the team. That should be hilarious. I'm down.
The closest
in his place, like beat the dog shit. Because I need Russell, but I love to see USA get pummeled.
I need to see Taskmaster do Taskmastery things. I don't care that they gave Taskmaster ovaries and a uterus instead of a dick and balls. I don't care. Just
make a silent villain.
Give Taskmaster the one thing they do, which is kick ass with your own moves. Master Task.
But they talk shit the whole time and tell you exactly how they're gonna do it, and that's what that movie was missing.
Yes, bro. Taskmaster is a shit-talking son of a bitch.
That's one thing that also kind of scares me about the movie. I think, like, there's so many personalities, especially just on the team, and then, like, how many storylines are they going to do? They're going to do this Red Hulk potential storyline. Like
Isaiah Bradley. There's an Isaiah Bradley scene that got cut.
Fucking like Tiamat, the Sentry, the Void. Apparently, the Void, which is the Sentry's like
alter ego.
Bro, I'm down.
Apparently, is going to be a visiting place.
Yeah,
like a whole, like an actual Void. So that's one thing I'm wondering. Like on Stephen Yen's part, like was the Void actually going to be like, let's say 75% of the plot of the movie, or is it going to be, Thunderbolt Ross and Tiamat? So I can see Stephen Yen being like, man, let me slide on this and let me get something that, like, because I can see
with more substance.
Yeah,
I can feel.
I think
they come back.
I think that's a really good point because what I was going to say is how do you balance new characters that are being introduced, i.e., Sentry, right, and then give equal screen time to, because David Harbour's a star, Sebastian Stan's a star. What's your face? Florence Pugh is a star. Right, so all these characters, all these actors are going to need screen time, right? And they're going to need to be the focus of the story. But then how do you tell a cohesive story that is good and engaging and compelling while introducing a character who was supposed to be played by Steven Yeun.
This is
and the character was supposed to be played by Ayo Edebiri, and then balance all of that out in this. It's like
cut her character.
It's also tying into the future.
Exactly.
Like the future Captain America 4. This is going to lead right into
Brave New World.
See, I was thinking what's going to happen is something around the lines of like, you know how, so in the way that they're kind of doing it, at least within like the Marvel universe right now, like with the movies, is they're kind of just said mutants are a thing, right? And I'm thinking it probably has something to do with the snap, maybe. Right? And I'm thinking what's going to happen is since, you know, they're going up to the Arctic where Tiamut's, like, you know, basically just fucking throwing up seas or whatever the fuck he's doing halfway to the Earth.
What if Genosha is on Tiamut?
See, I was thinking something along those lines, or better yet, Graham, think about this. Maybe, you know the shockwave that gets sent off whenever a celestial egg is activated inside of a planet? The energy wave? I'm thinking that plus whatever residual energy is from the snap that rested these dormant genes within humanity to create mutants is going to do it. And I'm thinking Captain America 4 is going to be dealing with the aftermath of mutants just everywhere.
Yes.
Mutants
I think they'll
have to have always been around.
Yes, facts.
Because Magneto needs to be a fucking Holocaust survivor. There's no
way about
it. No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's mutants that have always been around, but now there's more of them. This is like a trigger event.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
I like that. Yeah. If it was like the Fall of X, they talk about like how way back before the Jurassic era, I can't remember which comic line it was, but they're talking about the damn, like how a celestial body, whenever it was decomposing into the Earth, that's what like sent the X gene and was like
Joe Biden
later on down the line.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Joe Biden's X gene is just dementia. That's not a superpower.
He's just like me. He's just like me.
But Matt,
like Magneto can gather, you know, maybe the Brotherhood, or just maybe he's not even evil yet because they haven't been discovered.
He's never been evil.
He's not evil. He's just
misunderstood. Always been the good guy.
I say Magneto was always right. I'm gonna be honest. As a human, we're pretty shit.
No, let me tell y'all. Y'all know who's evil? Charles Xavier making a Holocaust survivor relive the Holocaust. That nigga's villain.
Yeah.
Villain.
There we go.
Yeah. Stand on business.
That Caillou looking Heaven's Gate motherfucker.
Charles Xavier is just kind of a prick. Like, this man's entire X-Men team died on an island, and then he's just like, I'm just not going to tell anyone, and I'm just going to make a second team and just act like this didn't happen.
I think the problem with the Thunderbolts is that a lot hinges on it, right? We're talking, we're theorizing, and it's like the future of the entire MCU going forward could derive from this movie. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe we're just theorizing too much, and it's not that big a deal. But it could be, right? Sentry, Adamantium, the X-Men,
Red Hulk,
like that's pretty Red Hulk, like Weapons Plus program, like Cat 4, like this is all pretty big stuff going into like the next phase of the MCU. So I'm kind of concerned. I mean, I like who they have working on the script. I like that Steven Yeun had worked with him on Beef before, and that would attract him to the script for the Thunderbolts. That's exciting, but it feels like they're trying to juggle and handle a lot, and I feel like it's going to end up biting them in the ass. I just feel like they're going to be like trying to do too much, and I don't know. I don't know
if they're developed enough for, especially like this. Because the Adamantium thing is a fact. I just don't know if this is too early of a tease to where we get this, and then we're like, oh, we better get a fucking mutant. Like, you know, I know we just saw Beast
in the next movie.
I'm sure we will.
Let me add real quick.
Let me to introduce Wolverine.
What's up, Jai?
Hold on. We're going to get a sick. Yeah, I'm Forrest Whitaker. We're going to get a sick way to introduce Wolverine in like 4 months, bro. we got Deadpool 3 coming out this year.
Stop. I'm not. That shit's not real. That shit's not real. Dog shit. Boo.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Mute his ass. Mute his ass. Mute his mic.
Let me
Cut his
finish.
mic.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish because
me too.
That movie is allegedly supposed to connect all this shit together. So, ergo, we're gonna see what the fuck happens with this little Lego piece of a movie.
Matt, this is what's going to happen. He's going to kill off all the Fox characters. This will be a nice starting off point. This is where mutants begin in the MCU, and we won't have to worry about the Fox shit. That's all it is. Yeah. It's a way to bring Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds into the MCU while saying, you know those X-Men movies? They don't matter. Fuck that. That's not real. It's dead. Here's Wolverine. This is the last time we'll see him. Hugh Jackman in the costume. Call it a day, move on. Now let's focus on the MCU's X-Men.
I do really think that there is a certain point where I've realized, like, just in the back of my mind, I've had this idea that there's an ever expanding roster of things they could include from the comics, right, with the MCU, right? Because they've done Infinity Gauntlet and that whole major storyline. They've done like a semblance of, well, they haven't really done Annihilation, but they've done like a semblance of it, right?
They should.
They've done like Celestials and the whole like Eternal saga, and I felt like with the Thunderbolts, right? The Thunderbolts are mainly pivotal to like primarily the Civil War arc and the Secret Invasion arc, but those are two arcs they've already done. So and butchered, and well, the Civil War, their version of Civil War wasn't bad. I liked it. It was very plain and simple, very watered down. Secret Invasion was terrible, but the thing I'm mainly worried for when they have a team like the Thunderbolts, right? It's full of, you know, I don't want to say nobodies. That is a discredit to some of the characters on there who I love. But they're yeah, to the general audience, they're primarily like C-listers, like, and that's genuinely like what?
That was a C-lister whenever that
exactly that was my point exactly, Graham. Before the movies came out, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man were all C-listers. Specifically Thor. Nobody really fucked with them at all.
Fantastic Four, X-Men, and then those movies made it popular, and I think that's what they're trying.
Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Spider-Man basically were like all Marvel had.
It's cool to have more, always. You know, it gives everyone, some people what they want, some people don't really give a shit, and then they may end up liking it. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is also a great example of that. But it's just like I'm hoping they're just not tying it into too many ways, you know, with Cap 4, Spider-Man. This is going to probably lead into Devil's Reign a little bit, and then are we still going to tie it in with Eternals? Like, what the fuck are the Thunderbolts going to have to do with the Eternals?
Exactly. I feel like the best way they could do this, right, like to make it more grounded, because you already have the fantastical element of half an alien giant corpse sticking out of a planet that has somehow not been addressed.
We have to go into this.
that has somehow not been addressed for several movies by anyone at all, or even referenced. And so
apparently it's because that the U.S. government, Thunderbolt Ross, wanted to keep it a secret. You have given a giant body of a Celestial.
You can.
There's gonna be. America has main character syndrome bad.
Graham,
there's gonna be.
This is America. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
No, dude. There's gonna be.
right now. Freedom.
There's gonna be one motherfucker who wakes up in Maine like some lobster fisherman getting his coffee. He's gonna be like, yo, is that a thumb, my nigga? What the fuck? Like, he's just gonna see that, like, out of the distance. He's like, yo, that's a fucking hand. What the fuck are you doing?
The opening shot of the movie is gonna be like a fucking crab boat, like, going up against a pier. And, like, he's
gonna be like,
it's just gonna be like, fucking accurate it's drone shot. And it's gonna zoom all the way out. You're just gonna keep zooming up into space.
Oh my god!
Shot, and then
run us our check, bro. Me and Graham just wrote your movie, but it's just
stolen every file.
I think what they're gonna do just with the adamantium thing and how it goes in Captain America 4. Best bit I can think of if they don't go too ham into the mutants thing because they still have to wait for Deadpool 3.
It's just gonna be Weapons Plus.
I think it's just gonna be Weapons Plus and like an arms race for adamantium. I think it's just that. Like a Cold War for adamantium.
I'm guessing we'll either get
like Wakanda will probably soon we'll see. Like, originally, I think Thunderbolts, one of the subs was like subplots was going to be them sneaking into Wakanda. Which I kind of think that would be cool. To see. Like them sneaking in there, like getting vibranium, and then maybe you mix vibranium with whatever the fuck you get from Tiamat, and that makes adamantium.
Ooh, what you can do is if you, I feel like that would be fantastic, Graham. Yo, speaking of fantastic, actually.
Fuck you, Matt.
Don't say no, man.
I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped.
AZ, I was literally thinking about doing that, and I was like, that's so stupid. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
It's just crazy enough to work, baby. We're talking fantastic forecasting. Literate, baby.
Wait, you know what I've convinced myself of? This movie's not happening. Ever. Like, it's not getting
Really?
The cast has not... Yes, they're not happening. They're going to be made 5 years from now when Mahershala Ali's old as fuck, Pedro Pascal's old as fuck. That's not happening, bro. It's done.
At this point, yeah, because if you think about it, right, they've gone through like 3 different versions of the Fantastic Four cast, both like rumored and non-rumored, people dropping in and out.
Yeah,
at least that we know of. At least that we know of, right?
It could either all be true or it could all be bullshit. But we have heard several names, especially for Mr. Fantastic. Diego Luna, Dev Patel, fucking Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, like Ryan Gosling, and
the
now
guy from
apparently,
Pedro Pascal.
Damn, what's that goofball's name?
Oh, what's his fucking name?
Gossip Girl. Fuck.
Strong chin, swoop hair. I don't know.
His fucking name, bro.
I think it's.
Just call him Joe. Penn Bagley.
Yeah, Penn Bagley.
British ass name.
I honestly think he's a good actor. I think he would have been great.
Penn Bagley.
Not for Reed.
He's a bitch.
Not for Reed.
He needs to retire.
What was that picture you had pulled up of the cast? That's pretty. Everyone says it's set.
Vanessa Kirby as Wonder Woman as Invisible Woman.
We got,
and then the one guy for the Thing is from The Bear.
Evan Moss Backrack.
Pedro Pascal as
That's
Wait.
Let Matt go. Let Matt cook.
Pedro Pascal as Reed. Vanessa Kirby as Sue. Valid choice. Allegedly, Ross Lynch. I don't believe that, but we're gonna get to that. As Johnny Storm.
Fuck that guy.
Or they keep saying Ross Lynch or that motherfucker Joseph Quinn.
No, not Joseph.
Joseph Quinn.
Ross Lynch.
No,
Ross Lynch is sexier than
But he's a shitty fucking actor.
Who gives a fuck? He's hot. That's all that matters.
Yo, wait.
They just gonna cast Austin Butler, and he's gonna do his Elvis shit all over again.
I'd be happier with that.
There's only one choice, and me and Matt have been pushing this since the last two iterations of this podcast. Since we were the Podtastic Four, and that name is Dacker Montgomery is the only fucking choice for Johnny.
I have said this for so fucking long.
We've been saying it for like 4 years. Is Dacker?
He literally has every off guard, bro. Oh god, stop having bad ideas. Stop it for 5 seconds. I don't have a good idea.
He is good in Saltburn.
Cheers. Okay,
you're talking about Gran Turismo? Nah.
Okay, but like
he's gonna be in the CJ Stroud movie next.
African King.
God,
I will say
it's the H7.
In respect to Joseph, is Joseph Quinn the guy who played Eddie in Stranger Things?
Yeah.
The guitar guy, the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say no up until I saw him with facial hair. Him cleanly shaven looks like somebody tried to draw Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes.
He's not hot. I'm sorry, he's not hot.
But with the facial hair, I would.
No.
With the facial hair, I would.
We've been over this. Johnny Storm needs to fuck. Joseph Quinn. He fucks.
Johnny Storm needs to fuck.
Fuck.
Look, there's a difference. Johnny Storm needs to fuck conventionally, like he needs to fuck like Christian Taylor Swift like fans. You know, like he needs to be. Yeah. That's the appeal he needs to have. He needs to have that broad appeal. He needs to be conventionally attractive.
That is about his demographic.
He can't fuck these goofy alt bitches who are like, yeah, I like a goofy, lanky, skinny guy.
UNT.
Yeah, exactly. He can't. He needs to. He needs to fuck green, like
baby.
Average.
He needs to be like. He needs to be like a conventionally attractive, like 4-quadrant, like broad appeal guy. Dacre Montgomery fits the bill. He's ripped. He can act his fucking ass off.
Michael B. Jordan.
I mean,
you need to get as close as Chris Evans as possible without being Chris Evans.
Without being Republican coded.
Exactly. That's
why, no, Johnny should be slightly Republican coded.
No, he should be
a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. He should be a little bit.
Okay, look.
He says the N-word, but only when he's singing a song.
Yeah,
Johnny definitely said.
Let's be real.
Johnny definitely.
Hurt, but let's be real.
If I had to put a line right of all superheroes that talk a lot, like crack jokes, like Iceman, Human Torch, Spider-Man, and Deadpool, and I had to point to two of them, and Nova, and I had to point to two of them who definitely have said nigga. I'm gonna be real. No. It's both Wade and Johnny. Both of them have definitely said it.
Wade has said it.
When Johnny gets mad,
Wade is just like
Wade out of the what?
Wade is just like Vince McMahon when he talks to John Cena.
No.
All good.
What's good? My nigga.
What are you saying, Ernesto? When Johnny Storm gets mad?
I was gonna say when Johnny Storm gets mad, he talks like a Call of Duty player. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. He comes out and slips out.
Yeah, that panel in Hickman's Fantastic Four where he's facing the Annihilation Wave, he doesn't say flame on, he actually just says and like he just goes through full gamer words. It's a giant full page spread and he brought it to Marvel Editorial and Joe Quesada was like, John, we cannot print this. Oh fine, we'll fucking send it back.
The Fantastic Four movie I think is such a pivotal, like it's not X-Men, obviously. That's what's going to propel the MCU forward for the next 20 years. But I think it's very vital to get this casting right, to get this movie right, to get this. If Fantastic Four,
Marvel's first family.
Yeah, if Fantastic Four flops and is bad, the MCU's done. I'm telling you, it's done, bro. If Fantastic Four is bad, it's done. Yeah. Dude, we're going to lose all faith. They're going to lose all credibility.
This will be the third iteration that's like, I love the 2004 movie.
Me too.
For nostalgia purpose.
Me too.
It's like,
I love a great movie.
But I think,
in retrospect.
Y'all hear that? That's the DCU. What? The DCU Brinks truck pulling up to the house right now.
But I was
gonna say is, I think that might be part of the issue as to why they're having such a hard time, like approving a script and getting a cast locked in. Like, because I feel like
we've been twice.
Exactly, and I feel like the actors are like, Marvel's kind of a sinking ship right now. Like, if the script is not good, I'm not signing on because I'm not touching it. Exactly, and I feel like at the end, Kevin Feige's like, fuck, this is not. So much is writing on this film to be good. That script is not going to do it. Give me something else. And so they're just constantly reworking it, and that's so scary and nerve-wracking because in the meantime, we're getting the fucking Thunderbolts in Captain America 4.
It's like
X-Men.
It's like I also think the problem is that all the leaks that, like, in the anticipation, the cast alone has thrown this weird like cog in this machine of like just overhypeness, and if they fuck up, if they just announce the cast and it's an issue, it's cooked from the get-go.
It's done. It's dead on arrival. Yep. But guess what?
One of the things
they're going to have problems with it regardless, though. No matter who the fuck you cast.
Saying that the social media presence on this movie alone is insane.
And that's not even just with this movie. That's the entire MCU. We have
Born Again, and that's their problem now.
Look at Blade, bro. Look at Blade. Luis, remember we went and saw Eternals and shit back in like November of what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And we knew it was what's his name? Mahershala was Blade's voice at the end of Eternals. What has come from it since then?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. No Eternals.
Not even going to be in the Blade movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
There's nothing.
He will be. They're keeping it a secret. You just don't know. But
furthermore,
it's not going to be Jon Snow's version. It'll be his.
It is.
Furthermore,
you don't know.
Furthermore, they've announced all these projects since then. You know, Armor Wars, Ironheart, this, that, and the other. We've heard nothing about it. We've heard all these leaks on one film. Like, there's no shit. It's too much hype building. Then whenever people get their expectations way up here and they see something they don't like, it crashes
down. We get a
down.
Quantum Mania.
And
look at Werewolf by Night. That's supposed to tie into like kind of like the horror aspect and like MCU. Blade and all that kind of like.
That's the thing
nothing
too.
Came from that.
That's the thing too. Werewolf by Night was like 15 minutes.
It was 50 minutes. Literally 50 minutes.
It was 50
minutes of action.
Yeah,
Bro said 15.
Oh wow! It felt it just felt really brisk to me. I might be. But it was really well crafted because not only was that black and white style, even the in color version is good, right? Without that little aesthetic to it. But with that 50 minutes, they did so much that made me want to learn more about that. Like, I'm not well versed in Marvel's whole side of like magic and mysticism compared to like my knowledge of DC, but after watching Werewolf by Night, I went and I read several Midnight Suns runs. I read a lot of Blade. I read a lot of like Elsa Bloodstone and different Ghost Rider comics. Right?
I wanted to get gonna be in Blade.
Yeah,
I want. You guys know how to make the Blade movie work.
Wow,
Wesley Snipes.
You bring in no. You bring in Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing.
Yeah.
and then
some of the vampires.
Yeah. And then even better,
he turns like he does in that first movie.
And then even better, right? You dig up the corpse of Sean Connery. You put him in a single lounge chair
and have him slap his wife.
And you slap women. Yes. You have him slap at least one woman who's just randomly in the room, right? And then he flips on, like this is what he does, right? He dig up his corpse, he CGI his face, and he switches on the light switch, and he's like, I'm Charles Quartermain from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Boom.
I'm here to grant a team. By the way, you shut your wife in there. He's like, by the way, you shut your wife in there.
It was actually Alan. It was actually Alan Quartermain. Get it right.
Got his ass.
Yo, audience! This man watched League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and liked it. I did make fun of him.
It's fine. It's good.
I liked it.
That shit fuck. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick.
Whenever Nemo pulled up with that
and that movie still fucks.
Look, the best part of it, in my opinion, is Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde is probably the best sequence.
That's the best sequence. The fact that they give Hyde, of all people, a bizarro version.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a little hat. He has no clothes but a little hat. It's funny. It's funny, dude. He's got a little
I don't care.
He's like a Fairly Odd Parent, dude.
Also, Van Helsing's
big body and little legs.
Van Helsing's Hyde for the 3 seconds he's in that movie. Perfect. Perfect.
But yeah, it's just but to get back on topic, Werewolf with that small amount, it got me interested in this larger world. And that's something I hadn't felt from a Marvel movie in quite some time up to that point, because I knew everything else going on. There wasn't anything else to expand upon, right? So for Fantastic Four, because their whole basis is that they're not necessarily like superheroes. They don't, they're not just out here stopping muggers or only alien invasions, right? They are at their core explorers. They have potential to expand to so many areas of the Marvel universe that we have yet to see. And if they do not exercise that depth and they just go for the surface level, these are four niggas. They went into space. Now they fight a metal man who rules Eastern Europe. That's boring.
Yeah, baby.
That's boring. I've seen fucking 3 different films where they fight Cyborg Putin. I'm tired of it. I want some variety. Something. They are explorers. Let them explore. Give us more depth, more expansive world building to your world. You'll be able to reel back in new audiences and the old guys who were like, oh, I didn't know they were doing this. I'm maybe jog on over my local theater and catch me a matinee or something. Because right now, I don't see anything good coming of this movie. I'm gonna be honest. At this current point, cast or no cast.
That's what I'm saying, bro. At this point, just make the cast sexy, bro, and call it a fucking day, dog. Let's go. Come with the whatever.
At this point, just get 4 Sesame Street Muppets and put them in 4 uniforms. Like that. At this point, dude, just do whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. As long as they get Mads Mikkelsen to play Dr. Doom, because I guarantee you, no one remembers Caecilius.
I do.
Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
He was a great villain. I don't care.
You only remember Caecilius because I said his name. You only remember because I said his name.
No,
nah,
but
listen, I remember the whole. I remember their whole interaction.
Jan Rog.
Thank
Who's that? No one knows.
Jude Law with the funky ass contacts.
Jan Rog is the villain from.
Is he Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, yeah.
That's Jude Law, right?
Yeah, it took you a minute.
See,
I did. I didn't remember.
It's different.
Nah, see, Caecilius went hard, bro. He was interacting with Doctor Strange, talking about some Mr. Doctor. That shit was funny.
He was having philosophical conversations, but he's like, I gotta do this.
He was dropping bars. See?
He was a good villain.
Gerardo, ball knower. You understand the vision.
Oh, always.
You get it. You see it.
In fact, cheers.
Prost. Prost, brother. Prost, brother.
Cilantro.
I think that about wraps it up on some Marvel news.
But yeah, that's all I had to say. Marvel's a sinking ship, and boy, I'm enjoying the show.
That's all the updates we have right now. We'll get you more information as we get it. We'll post it if we post on the page. We haven't been doing that as often because we have decided to pivot towards focusing on our episodes and letting y'all get your news from the one and only Backstage OL, the Backstage experience. Number one place to get all your information for comics news, movies news, TV shows, etc. Everything involving Hollywood. Go ahead and follow them, shout them out, tweet them, tag us when you do follow them. Let them know, let us know, shout them out, etc. Big ups to them. They got good things coming up this year. As for us this year, that's a wrap for today's episode. But we want y'all to stay plugged in because we got
as more. For us this year.
As for us today, that's a wrap for today's episode. But we have more stuff coming up this year because we're a lot of stuff cooking up. January's wrapping up this month, and February's about to be chock full of just a lot of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you, but we're still gonna cook. It doesn't matter.
We're finally gonna do the most racist characters in comics draft.
But yes,
is that what we're doing?
It's
I'm
coming.
pushing this agenda.
It's coming.
I'm pushing my agenda.
It's coming.
I got a list, bro. Most of them are Cree. I'm gonna be honest. Most of them are Cree.
Spaceism. The
spaceism, bro.
Space racism count.
Spaceism.
Trigon's also a pretty good racist. I like him. Pretty fire racist.
But we appreciate y'all listening.
Homelander.
We appreciate y'all watching or listening to our channel. Go ahead and follow us on all platforms at Cinestro Corp. No S, because that motherfucker still stole our game.
Elon, I need you to delete that fucking page because he's not using it.
I need that, and we need that S, bro. We need that. Stay tuned to everything that we got coming up this year. Smash that like and subscribe button so you can show us how much you enjoy this podcast. I'll even say 5-star review, no less.
Oh yeah, 5.
We need that. We also need that because some other motherfucker gave us a below 5-star review, and now we're at a 4.6.
That guy.
It was me, Barry. I did it.
Self-sabotage.
I'm on to. Go ahead and send our podcast to all your friends and YouTube channel to all your friends, family. Show it in your group chat. Send it everywhere. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all next time on the Cinestro Core.
Peace.
Peace.